Knights of the Old Republic, number 17. The Arcanian Legacy at Deep Space Refueling Station. Arcanian Legacy Trauma Team to the receiving room. We have an Arcanian offshoot, viral case class 255. I need a lockdown on quarantine, level red. And get everyone off the floor. Lord Adaska's orders. You'll be all right, camper. I promise. These people will help you. Jeriel, the company, Ascacorp. Why'd you bring me to... Oh, he's going into shock. Madam, we have to take him now. Let's go. Stop. He's with me. A Mandalorian? With you? He's not a Mandalorian. I mean, he is, but... It's all right, Jeriel. He won't be harmed if he doesn't harm them. There's a war on, and we need time to get all this sorted out. I'll check on the Mandalorian later, I promise. Wait, Camper. Where'd they take Camper? Calm down. They're doing everything they... Don't touch me. Ascacorp is the company Camper's running from. For half his life. He's never going to forgive me for taking your help. Where is he? We're moving him into one of our quarantine care centers here on the Legacy. Come this way. We should get a holofeed from there soon. Quarantine? What's wrong with him? He's just been gasping and fainting and... I can explain if you'll let me. The atrium, please. Yes, Lord Adaska. The man you call Camper worked for Ascacorp years ago, when my grandfather was running it. The firm has come a long way since then. This vessel was my grandfather's great project. My father saw it completed. During the Sith War, the Arcanian Legacy was simply intended to be a means of moving the corporate headquarters from harm's way. But it's become much more a medical research center, a university, even a domed observatory for concerts under the stars. Everything that is good in Arcanian culture is right here. I don't think Camper found much good in it. He spoke a lot over the years of crimes in the name of Arcanian science. He's not alone. Our greatest hero, Jedi Master Arca Jeth, once said the only thing more dangerous than a foolish Arcanian is a smart one. We celebrate boundless innovation, even where innovation should know some bounds. The offshoot question is one historical result. And while I have made great strides to make Ascacorp morally responsible corporate citizen, I won't deny that my grandfather's time, in what would have been Camper's time here, there were managers then who were overzealous in their pursuit of certain advances. It's clear he was not treated well by the firm, Jeriel. I'm not surprised he left. What was it like then? Or what was he like? He was one of the last truly brilliant offshoot students to come out of the Arcanian universities before disease closed off admissions. He was a wonder with things both organic and inorganic, and as knowledge about biology as he was about technology, we hired him immediately. But in his years of working in the corporate labs, he was exposed to Balanquar's virus, a pathogen that seems harmless at the time. We now know that in offshoots it lies dormant until old age, when it triggers a series of worsening symptoms. Well, you saw the result. That's how we found you, actually. When my staff analyzed the sample, they saw the virus and recognized his genetic profile from our records. We knew we had to help right away. We owe him, Jeriel, financially and morally. We can't make everything right, but we can start by healing him. Here we are. E.G., are you there? Yes, my lord. The patient is comatose. It's what we thought. We're going to begin running the known treatment regimens for offshoots. Yarrow. These are the best doctors in the galaxy, madam. Your friend is in good hands. We'll communicate again when there's a change, Lord Adaska. E.G. out. You're very close to him. He rescued me when I was in trouble years ago. Since then, I've pledged to take care of him. I didn't do so well, I guess. Nonsense. You brought him to the right place. He is lucky to have had such a guardian. I wish my caretakers at my hospitals were so committed. The virus. Am I infected? I shouldn't think so. Valanquar tends only to strike the male, but you should give a blood sample to be sure. I'll have someone come by and take it later. In the meantime, there's nothing you can do here. There are quarters for you and food and fresh clothing. I want you to feel and look like yourself again. From what I'm told, life on the last resort must have been very spare. I think you'll find the Arcanian legacy to be a great comfort while we all wait. Deep space within the remains of the Serco battle group. This is Admiral Kareth. Courageous is under attack. Non-essentials to the life pods. All remaining hands stand by to repel boarders. I repeat, the Mandalorians have boarded the ship. All... There goes the comm system. Boarders on 3 decks, Admiral, and we've lost our escort. What do we do? What can we do? We're all alone out here. We've got to scuttle the ship. Scuttle? It's your career or your life, Morvis. Don't take too long deciding. Mandy's, move. Admiral, those uniforms. Hold them back. I know, Neo-Crusader shock troops. The Army will be thrilled to know their intel is actually right about something. Now move. That's one I owe you, Onassi. The Mandy's had the fighter decks, but they overlook the cargo bay, and the brig's is a dead end. Last stand then. We don't have numbers to hold more than one door anyway. You there, give us a hand. I never thought I'd be locking myself in the brig. That won't hold them long. Is there any place else? Just the prison cells, Admiral. They're all open but one. We let our own people out when the boarding started. Only your special prisoner left. Oh yeah? What's he doing? Meditating, sir. Meditating? Hello. We could use some help, Jedi. Or are you waiting for your Mandy friends out there to spring you? They're not my friends, and I'm meditating. I don't want to move unless you're really ready to go. They've breached the barricade. Blast, we're so close. The cargo bay's just through the bulkhead. Wait a minute, the kid, did he have a lightsaber? It's with his gear, still on my ship, the deadweight. We could have used it now. Don't you know the process for storing prisoner effects, Lieutenant? I never had a prisoner before, Commander. I don't see how. Wait a minute. You're just going to sit there? I don't want to get up unless you're taking me with you. Are you? I don't know that we're going anywhere, but if you can help, yes, we'll take you with us. Your word as an admiral? Yes. If you've got anything, now's the time. Okay, just let me get up here. I haven't moved for a few days. Clink. The cargo bay? And my ship? That wall is armor plate. Yes, it is. I've been using the force to remove the bolts. Got done right before you came in. I've never been much good with precise work, but I had a lot of time on my hands. Yeah, move it, Jedi. And remind me to complain to the contractors if there's anything left of the ship to repair. My guards keep showing up in sickbay, Mandalorian. I followed the trail. They keep trying to take my armor. And this is worth violence? It's worth everything. To a Mandalorian, it is who we are. Well, you needn't hide who you are. I have sources throughout the Republic, even within the Jedi Order. You're Roland, the Mandalorian turncoat. You helped capture the scientist Demagol, and you were to return with him to Coruscant, only you slipped away. Now we know where you went. There are many Mandalorians. What makes you so sure? Your armor matches the description the Jedi gave. They say many Mandalorians are wearing identical armor these days, but not like yours. Have you told the Jedi where I am? I have not, but from what the Republic's listening posts are picking up, you would certainly be of interest to the Mandalorians too. It seems you become something of a folk hero for your people, whether you intended it or not. Roland the Questioner, they call you. They think you're dead. Enough about me. Why would you bring this whole ship out for the old man? Mercy is a central mission of Aztecorp. Spare me. And they say you have been spending a lot of time with a girl. You have a company to run. Why bother? A questioner indeed. Let us say that I require the woman Jeriel for a special project. She won't be harmed, but I will need your help for the project to succeed. You're perfect for the job. Your arrival couldn't have come at a better time. In fact, once a few more pieces are in place, I'll call on you. In the meantime, I should like you to feel at home. What, while incarcerated? Jailer, give our guest liberty on the foredeck, with escorts, of course. Let him see Jeriel if he wishes. And I'm not sure you'll find it interesting, warrior, but this is the finest biological vessel in the fleet. Is that so? Yes, I know your kind prefers harming to healing, but you might find something to hold your interest. Or you can stay here, I suppose. Show the way. Sorry to disturb you, madam. You're not E.G. How's Camper? No change, but it can take days of therapy for a patient with Mallinckrodt's virus to revive. You really should rest, you know. I know. How'd you know I was here? I see what the ship sees. You're a Duros, right? I haven't seen anyone else on board who isn't an Arcanian. A mix of species can be a liability on a vessel where so many pathogens are studied. A single race cuts down on potential accidents. Like what happened with your friend. Arcanians are immune to Mallincrods, but offshoots aren't. Years ago, we didn't know that. As for me, Lord Adasca's aide needs access to all his data, and it was felt that a Duros would take better to the cybernetic implants. I'm very proud and fortunate to have been selected for the job. Well, I'm sure you've earned the role. I see how he relies on you. Thank you, madam. It isn't often people express interest in what I do, but no. I was merely one of his off-world factory workers. I don't really know how I was chosen. Although as a child, Lord Adasca did have a droid named E.G. I suppose he just liked the name. Good night, madam. Are you satisfied, Offshoot? You can see she is unharmed. That's not enough. You gotta let her go. You should be thankful to us, old man. We've cured you. Feh. What was all that junk about Mallincrodt's virus? That's garbage and you know it. Yes, your ailments have been quite a bit more mundane. Your ship was killing you. The last resort? What are you talking about? Your ship sat in that awful pit on Terrace, was it? For years without moving. Who knows what was growing in the vents? Whatever it was, it didn't like you. As soon as you left the planet and actually started using the circulation system, you became more and more ill. You were going into shock when we came aboard. Once we identified the allergen, it was an easy matter to wipe you clean. Blast, never thought of that. Yes, well, your company file said you did tend to overlook small details, like finishing the jobs you start. But that's about to change. Fine. You got me. Why are you keeping her here? For the same reason we cured you, Offshoot. We need you both. We need you to finish the project you were working on before you ran away, and we need her to make sure you do. Do you take my meaning? I take it. I don't want it, but I take it. Asticor Fiscal Period Financial Report and Outlook. On behalf of the employees and managers of the Asticor Biomedical Corporation of Arcadia, it is my great pleasure to welcome all readers to the Asticor Financial Report. The devastating surprise attack by the Mandalorians on the Republic contributed to much instability during this financial period, affecting not simply our own business operations, but the lives of many of the customers of our products. Nevertheless, through the diligence and management of our devoted employees, Asticor managed to meet or exceed all financial targets for the period in every sector in which it operates. The Medical Services Division of Asticor continues to market leadership, expanding its research into battlefield prosthetics and genetic manipulation. New viral therapy products continue to show promise, and sales of automated field hospitals and medical droids to the Republic reached an all-time high. As there are healers, so there are warriors, and Asticorp's new Military Research and Development Division released a number of new products to market. More than half of our Asticorp branded armament revenue came from the sale of battle droid artificial manufacturing components to the Republic. Asticor researchers first recognized the synergies between medical prosthetics and droid manufacture, and the frontiers of this promising field continue to be explored. Our financial services continue to expand in the period just ended. The opening of the Asticor Financial Exchange promises to move the center of commercial gravity closer to the colonies. And our pending purchase of much of the Dre Trust share of the Telerath Interstellar Banking Initiative at market price gives the corporation controlling interest in an enterprise which is clearly the wave of the future for personal banking in the galaxy. The mining sector continued to face a challenging environment owing to declining Arcanian gem production, the siege of Terrace, the loss of operations on Vanquo. But our ongoing dispatch of droid-operated mining stations to systems inhospitable for organics continues to show promise. The uptick in military shipbuilding also promises to fuel growth in our materials processing operations. In these uncertain times, my confidence in the corporation's future is high, so high that I have personally authorized the purchase of 17 billion shares to add to the Adasco family's controlling interest, thus protecting, for all investors, the share price against the current instability. We all look forward to happier and more profitable days ahead.